What's up? The other day I was practicing copywriting. There's multiple examples on the internet. There's some great websites like swipe.com, but I wanted to copy something that actually persuaded me personally. Really wanted to analyze something that I was like really close to buying. I had an idea back in 2022. I was a huge fan of this profile called The Ascending Man, and one of the writers on this profile is Tom Stoic, as we know him nowadays. And Physical Ascension was a book that I was really close to buying. I read this copy, as you can see I have some notes, and I see through it. And it's so crystal clear to, like, this is a perfect example of copy to analyze, because this piece of copy conglomerates every single strategy and technique I've ever studied. It also makes use of 5 tricks that Iman Gadzi actually uses, which are from a book that's called The One Sentence Persuasion Course. The book says you should encourage people's dreams, justify their failures, ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, and throw rocks at their enemies. This copy does all of this too. So let's start reading. It starts with a strong and clear title, Physical Ascension. You could just say get jacked or like, go to the gym, but he said physical ascension. It sounds way more powerful, you know what I mean? Over 350 action-taking studs have already made this small investment by investing into themselves via physical ascension. So over 350 is obviously safe. He's saying that a lot of people bought this, so you should trust it. Small investment, also safe. And today you gain lifetime access to the fundamental wisdom that will effortlessly transform you into a jacked and handsome badass. Today, obviously, new. When I say new, I mean buy now, do now. This is new. Before, like, saturated. This is scarce, like scarcity. Today, now. Lifetime access, obviously safe. You will never lose this. It's just a book, but like you can just say it's lifetime access. It just makes it way more alluring to the reader, even if it's obvious. Fundamental wisdom, big. Why is he saying fundamental? Because he's implying that if you don't do this, you're going to fail. This is fundamental. Like, this is the cement of your like fitness life. So he's saying that before you even start, you should read this, because this is fundamental. And this is a trick I see being like, if you don't learn these tips, you're going to fail. Puts a lot of pressure into people, because they're like, maybe I should buy this so I can save me a lot of failures on the way. And this kind of puts fear and pressure on people and makes them buy. Effortlessly transforms, easy, jack and handsome, big. And as you can see in this piece of copy, he's going to say what I call duos. When he mentions a benefit, he doesn't just say one, he uses redundance. So he, instead of saying into a jack badass, he says into a jack and handsome badass. Barely mentions only one benefit, always mentions 2 or even 3 in some cases. Or you get your money back. This is obviously safe. No more settling for an average or mediocre body. Pain point, he's saying that you have an average or mediocre body that could otherwise jeopardize your chances of not only finding a cute wifey who finds you appealing, but also skyrocketing your confidence and overall quality of life. He's using pain points here, quality of life, so this is big. It's not only gonna give you abs, this is going like, this is a big thing, this is like life-changing. Envision waking up each morning feeling energized and ready to conquer the day, with a physique that turns heads and presence that commands attention. So envision waking up. This is really powerful. If you read the book called Hypnotic Writing by Joe Vitale, I suggest you do. He talks about how some words really help at making people imagine, making them visualize the story in their head, right? So if you use words like imagine, wonder, in this case Tom used envision, you already made half of the job, because now their minds are going to start working and they're going to start imagining the results in their head. And imagine and wonder are really, really powerful and hypnotic words. If you use them correctly, you can sell anything. Turns heads, this is a gimmick. Instead of being like, yeah, you'll have 6-pack abs and 17% body fat, he's not talking about the features, he's talking about the benefits directly. Like, you're gonna turn heads, because what people want is to have their ego stroken, right? What people want is people to like applaud them, recognize their efforts. So instead of selling a jacked body, sell the outcomes of having a jacked body. So increased respect by other men, increase feel, increased vigority, sell the benefits of a jacked body. Do not sell a jacked body. And this applies to anything in copywriting. And this is a really good one. Question. Sounds good? This reminds me of the Wolf of Wall Street. When he ended up his speeches, he would say, sound fair enough? That's really powerful. You're asking a question and the reader not only feels like the text is alive, it's a piece of copy that walks, talks and breathes, but he feels like he's being asked something. People like questions. They will like subconsciously answer these questions in their head. Let's get going. This is the hook. So he says the main difference between them and you is that they had access to correct information and they simply took action. Correct information, he's talking about safe. If you do not buy this, you will have the incorrect information and you're going to fail, so you should buy it. He's also saying the main difference between them and you. So he's putting you in the group of losers that don't have a jack body and separating you from the winners. And that should like kind of enrage you and be like, no, I want to be a part of the club. I will do anything to not be a loser, so I will buy this product. It's kind of like personal pain point, but very slightly, very subtly. They didn't hesitate because those who hesitate are lost. If you don't buy this, if you hesitate, you are lost. This is a common strategy in copywriting. The coaches, when they try to sell your course, they be like, I don't mind if you don't buy it. I only want winners in my course. If you hesitate about buying it, you're not an action taker, you're a loser. I don't want you in my course. And that comes off as not needy, and it presses a pain point in the reader. The reader is like, what the f are you telling me? You're telling me I'm a loser, I cannot be part of the club, and then they buy the course. Now, George S. Patton famously said, this is authority, this is name dropping wars wonders. You just quote famous people, people want to hear quotes. Like, they just trust these people because they're famous. Anything you put like between quote marks will be read. It's like anything you put inside a box. Like, people just read these things. It's like a PS. It just catches your eye, it catches your attention. And I'm really not saying anything about this because this should be obvious to the human eye, but this copy, it's really well structured. There's some short phrases, there's some small paragraphs, but overall everything is very structured and appealing. So he says, a good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan next week. This is big, encouraging you to be an action taker and buy. And he is correct. But you want to know what's even more powerful, asking a question. The text is speaking you. And now he says, combining violent execution and correct information, which is what you get by investing into physical ascension. He says investing, it always sounds better than buying. This is really powerful. It's no secret that masculinity is under attack. It's throwing rocks at your enemies and confirming their suspicions, and also justify their failures. Which is why I urge you. It feels like the text is kind of like speaking to you directly, putting you in a state of urgency. There's no better way to rebel than by forging your body into an unreleased asset and the cornerstone of your life. So basically, he's giving you another reason. If all these reasons to buy the course, like having more girls, more money, more confidence, blah blah blah, are not enough to convince you, he's going to give you another one. Getting jacked as an act of rebellion. So he's giving you even more reasons. When he says unreleased asset and the cornerstone of your life, a rule of thumb in copywriting that your copy should be as simple as possible, and people say you shouldn't use vocabulary that you wouldn't hear like at the bus stop or in an ordinary situation. The thing is, the Ascending Man had a following of intellectual people that appreciate well-written text. So if your public is very like generic, I wouldn't use vocabulary like this because it may struck people and they may stop reading. But if you know your public and you know that they are eloquent and they have a rich vocabulary, because this aligns with the type of free content that the Ascending Man used to provide. So it feels like you're speaking to him. And now he's giving like 9 bullet points. So essentially what he's doing here is he's mentioning feature and then explaining why it's a benefit. Amplifies your desirability. Why? So you can attract potential partners. People don't care if you say amplifies your desirability. They want to know why. So you can attract potential partners. That's the real benefit. Enhance confidence. Come to your body, boost your confidence, leaving a lasting impression on others. Again, another feature plus benefits, which is why I'm introducing says that it's new. Physical ascension, the methodology, philosophy, and principles for sculpting a powerful body. The first ever new training and philosophy book written by the Ascending Man. Authority. People want to read more from the Ascending Man. He could have just said physical ascension, how to get jacked in 30 days or something like generic like that, but no. He made it like legendary sounding. Gimmicks all over the way. Physical ascension will help you. A lot of bullet points. I recommend you read them. What really struck me about this bullet point is that he uses safe and easy really well on the same 3 words. So he says, empower yourself with invaluable guidance that will elevate your lifting journey to new heights of success, whether you are a novice, intermediate, or advanced. So he's handling objection here, which is what you should do on your copy. You should maturely handle objection. When people are reading your copy, people start to like throw objections all around, like this is expensive, this won't help me, why do I need this, so what, blah blah blah. And you just need to calm their minds. Novice, intermediate or advanced. Notice how this doesn't only imply safe. He's saying that no matter if you start from the bottom, but he's implying easy. If even a novice can get jacked with this, you can too. This is a really great use of caps. Notice how he didn't really overuse caps. He used them very briefly. So my question to you, again, talking to you, copy is life. Why settle for mediocrity when you can achieve greatness? Mediocrity is a pain point, greatness is big, so he's contrasting. Why have a shit life when you can have a great life? And this is so common in copywriting. Asking questions help you subconsciously implant an idea on the reader's mind. Gone are the days when achieving a remarkable physique was reserved for the select few. Very like poetic phrase is basically saying that this is easy because you don't need to be like professional bodybuilder or have like professional guidance. You just apply these tips and get jacked. It's not only for professionals. In today's world, where fitness is more than just a trend. This is kind of like a gimmick. He could have said fitness is important, but no. You want to step ahead. It's crucial, big, to distinguish yourself from the crowd. Again, he's separating. He began the copy putting you in the loser group, saying that if jacked people and successful people are here, you cannot like here. But now he's shifting this idea by saying that you need to be on the group that distinguishes itself from the crowd. So you need to be in the group of winners. And this makes sense because now he is close to the end, so he's gonna try and beat you. No longer can you rely on generic training routines and cookie cutter programs in hope for remarkable results. Generic training routines, cookie cutter programs, this is so important in copy. You need to kind of like attack old methods or say that all methods don't work and this is the new thing, this works. So if you're trying to sell copywriting as a skill, you would say, I tried making money in e-commerce, drop shipping, Amazon FBA, blah 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 blah, none of that worked. But it's this new thing, it's called copywriting. That's what he's doing here. He's saying that the past methods don't work, this works. We're in the present, all the stuff is saturated, it doesn't work. But you always need to kind of like on other methods. The competition is fierce. This is a pain point. It's over for you if you don't buy this, essentially. Time to rise above. Time now. Take action. Sell dream. Time now. Take action. Press the button. Time to rise above. Notice how rise above feels way more powerful than saying like get fit or something. Physical ascension is more than just a training program. It's a philosophy that transcends physicality. It is not all about getting jacked. This will make you like superhuman. I stand by this book's effectiveness and I guarantee your satisfaction. This is important because actually the Ascending Man showed pictures of how they were jacked. So if you try to sell this and you weren't jacked yourself, people wouldn't trust you. So you need to kind of like give some proof, especially in the internet when people know that everything is fake. So there's some things that you cannot fake, like a jacked body. That's why he's saying, I stand by this book effectiveness. You've seen my pictures, you know I'm jacked, you can trust me. If you don't witness significant improvements in your physique and strength within a specific period, I offer you a money back guarantee, no questions asked. This is so typical. If you're not giving like a money back guarantee in your product in 2024, I don't know what you're doing. Because people don't trust you anymore, so you need to make it as effortless and riskless and just safe as you can. Don't settle for average. Pain point. Embrace the extraordinary. This is like a great gimmick. This is just like some movie theater type shit. Embrace the extraordinary. This is big. Your journey to a remarkable physique begins now. Begins now. New. Actual moment. We only have the present. Take action, take action, take action. Your journey to a remarkable physique begins now. He's using a really powerful strategy, which is to assume the present by predicting the future. So he's predicting that you will have a remarkable physique and it begins now. So he's assuming things, and this is so powerful because people are so hypnotized when they end up reading this thing that they will just follow words like they're like a minion and people will buy. And he's saying sincerely, I am book length. This is safe, 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 and safe. It has safe written all over it. Sincerely, I am. This is like a letter. Letters feel like personal. It's like a friend talking to you. Book length and number of words, so you know what's inside. He's being transparent about the book. He just gives a lot of reviews. People need to feel really safe to buy things nowadays. So again, this piece of copy was written around, I don't know, 2022. 2024 now. Tom has been waiting for 2 more years, so maybe he sees this and he thinks it's I suggest you think about pieces of copy that struck in your mind, almost made you buy and take action. Go back to them and analyze them. and notice kind of the flaws that you have, like that made you almost buy this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was insightful and you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.